Thank you very much. Just a second. You're fantastic. Thank you. That's beautiful.
There's nothing better than hearing the effed up Elvis.
Thank you very much. You're fantastic. You're fantastic. Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. That's fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
What a great audience you are. I want to make one thing clear. Let me make something clear. I've been singing that song for a long time. I've been singing that song for a long time. And a lot of people kind of got associated with me because I think it's a personal thing. It is not. It's a beautiful...
What it is, a lot of people got associated with me.
Yeah, he's so effed up.
He's complete. Boy, he sounds worse than on the other tapes.
This is the preamble to...
Yeah, I know, but I mean, he sounds a lot worse right now.
Maybe like he sobers up halfway through.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe he has a cup of coffee or something halfway through.
Associated with me.
A song written by Marty Robbins. And I heard Frankie Lane do it, I think it was. And I just love the song. And it has nothing to do with me personally. My ex-wife, Priscilla, she's right here. Please stand up. Come on, Johnny.
Okay, so now he's getting Priscilla to stand up in the audience, his ex-wife.
I didn't know Priscilla was in the audience.
Right, don't you remember when I read you the transcript? Where
Oh, that's right.
Please stand up. And I think, if I'm not wrong, doesn't he tell her to turn around?
Turn around, honey.
Or is it the other girl he has to turn around? His girlfriend.
So he's got the girlfriend and Priscilla in the same audience?
Right.
How effed up is that?
And imagine you're one of the poor schmucks back in 1974, is this?
Right.
You know, you've paid your $300 a ticket, which at the time, you know, with inflation is like $3,000 a ticket.
Right.
To go see big, fat, purple, bloated Elvis. And he's so effed up on stage, but the audience doesn't know how to react to it.
No, they're totally confused, shocked.
Yeah, they applaud at the wrong times.
That song's associated with me.
Back it up a little bit so we can hear him introduce Priscilla.
Everybody's uncomfortable.
It's a little hard to hear.
Except for Elvis.
Okay, you got it, Robbie?
Number one.
And I just love the song. And it has nothing to do with me personally. My ex-wife, Priscilla, she's right here. Please stand up. Come out, Johnny. Come out. Come on out. Turn around and let them see you. Let them see you.
So now he's got his wife and his...
Did he call Joni out?
Yes, he's got his ex-wife and his girlfriend, both of them standing up, getting applause from the audience, and he's telling the girlfriend to turn around for everybody.
Hey, thank you.
Little Jack Diamondy, huh?
Yeah.
Well, she's beautiful chick. Can I tell you for sure? Well, beautiful. Well, I knows that when I pick someone, you know, God damn. Now,
Hold on, back that up.
I
What is he say? I noses him when I picks him. God damn.
God damn.
God damn.
well, I knows that when I pick someone, you know, God damn.
Hot damn.
Now, show my little daughter, Lisa. She's 6 years old. Look at her jump up. Put your dress down, Lisa. You pull your dress down where you jump up like that again, young lady. And then at the same booth is my girlfriend, Sheila. Stand up, Sheila.
Wait a minute. How many chicks is he introducing here?
Who's the girl who he told to turn around when he had Priscilla?
Is that
All
Priscilla?
I can think is that he maybe called her Johnny or Johnny.
Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, maybe a nickname, some like Sat nickname.
Yeah. As far as I can tell is that the girlfriend and Lisa Marie are at the booth, and Lisa, I think Priscilla came off from stage.
So he's not asked the girlfriend to stand up
This
yet.
is her, Sheila, I believe. And I don't even know who Sheila
Yeah, he's
is.
bringing out Priscilla, and he's bringing out
Sheila.
Sheila after. So he brings out Priscilla, then he brings out Lisa Marie. So
Right,
that would
and then
coincide.
Sheila.
Pull your dress down.
Yeah, it's because I used to get excited when my mom would dance with her panties.
Don't you remember? Oh, my Peter.
Oh, my Peter.
Turn around, completely around. Sheila, straight up. Hold the ring up. Hold the ring up. The ring, your right hand. Look at that son of a bitch. Now, the thing I'm trying to get across
Hold
is...
on. Is he calling her? I've heard her called Priscilla, Joni, and Sheila.
Oh,
Just
Sheila's the girlfriend.
All right, now back it up again. Back the tape up. And you know the problem is we're
trying to
stopping it.
decipher it.
We're stopping it too much. What you just hear is he's asking his now at this point. I'm pretty sure he's asking his girlfriend to stand up,
He's so unintelligible.
turn around,
Right.
like pirouette for everybody, Then he orders her to hold up her hand to show them the ring.
Show the ring on your hand.
Okay, here's Elvis with his girlfriend.
Well, she's a beautiful chick. I'll tell you for sure, boy. Well, I knows that when I pick someone, you know, God damn. Now, show my little daughter, Lisa. She's 6 years old. Look at her jump up. Put your dress down, Lisa.
He's so effed up.
Pull your dress down before you jump up like that again, young lady. And then at the same booth is my girlfriend, Sheila. Same Sheila. Turn around, completely around. Sheila, straight up. Hold the ring up. Hold the ring up. The ring, your right hand. Look at that son of a bitch. Now, the thing I'm trying to get across is we're the very best of friends, and we always have been. Our divorce came about not because of another man or another woman, but because of the circumstances involving my career. I was traveling too much. I was gone too much. And it was just an agreement that I didn't think it was fair to her because I was gone so much and everything. So I, therefore, as decently as you can do that type of thing, we just made an agreement to always be friends and be close and care because we have a daughter to raise. And for her to have whatever she wanted as a settlement. After the settlement, it came out at about $2 million. You know. Well, after that, I got her a mink coat. I know it. I'm talking about the mink coats. You hang loose over there. The XK Jag, after the song, just gave it to her. She got me, listen to this, tonight. $42,000 white Rolls Royce.
Listen to the dumb mooks in the audience.
Oh, wow. They must love each other.
Elvis has just announced he divorced Priscilla because he had to spend too much time away with his career.
Right.
That they decided that they would remain friends to raise their child.
Yeah.
She got $2 million in a settlement, and he bought her a mink coat. Then he bought her an XK, whatever it is,
XKE Jag.
Right. And then just tonight,
she bought him, or he bought it for himself and said, hey, we'll say you gave that to me.
a $42,000 white Rolls Royce.
I just love that, Scylla.
She just bought for me tonight.
Please dress down.
How does the mind work on this? What is the spin he's going for with the audience?
It's the same as the Jack Diamond spin, that everything's okay, that he handled his divorce in the best possible way. It is a man that's racked with guilt.
Hold your ring up.
Come on now, hold it. Jack, son of a bitch.
I knows him when I picks him.
Great new Elvis tape we never heard before.
It's the type of relationship that we have, you know, and it's not a bad setup, is it, fellas? You know, I mean, I got part of it back anyway, did I? I wasn't hurting too bad, but I mean, I did get part of it back. You know, she bought the car just out of a gesture of love, and she likes the studs that I have. It's not a car, it's a studs. No.
What? I don't know. He's rambling.
No, it's called a stud. A studs.
That's not the Bearcat.
And she likes a stud. She likes his studs. Mike Stone ain't no stud, so forget it. She liked his studs. And so I'm going to give her the studs, and she can give me the roll.
Isn't this the greatest Elvis tape ever?
So out of his
He's
mind.
so effed up on this tape. Have you ever heard one better than this?
No, he's totally out of control.
He's so out of his mind.
Stone, but I wish he was a stud, you know. He's a nice guy. I'd like to do a song here, ladies and gentlemen, that
Yeah,
is
nice.
one of the prettiest goddamn love songs I've heard in my life, man. I'll tell you.
Nice segue.
No, it is. It's just one of the prettiest songs I've ever heard in my life. I've never sung it. I've never recorded it. I never liked the damn thing until I found out. Damn, I got a toothache.
Man.
Damn, I've got a toothache.
Damn, I got a toothache.
Hold on, back it up. I got to hear that whole sequence again. This is one of the prettiest goddamn love songs I've ever heard.
I think this is the prettiest. I never really liked it.
Oh, I got a toothache.
I got a toothache. Man, oh man.
So just stream of consciousness.
This is E.
Since she gave me the roll. Stone, but I wish he was a stud, you know. He's a nice guy.
Here's a segue.
I'd like to do a song here, ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the prettiest goddamn love songs I've heard in my life, man. I'll tell you.
Man, I tell you.
No, it is. It's just one of the prettiest songs I've ever heard in my life. I've never sung it. I've never recorded it. I never liked the damn thing until I found out. Damn, I got a toothache. Until I found out the story behind why it was written, and then I really didn't like it because I don't like that type of stuff. So, well, next song, no. Now, this is a true story of a song. It's been around for a long time. Try to take his belt out, really. He's going to cut me, castrate me, do something, you know. Really, I can't do that. I got things to do and places, places to go. And
so he's asking him to take his belt off.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
And he's got a toothache.
He's got a toothache.
And he's about to sing one of the best goddamn songs, love songs ever.
One of the prettiest he's ever heard that he doesn't like.
And he just had his wife buy him a $42,000 Rolls Royce, but she wants a stud.
Yeah, studs.
Stud. She wants a stud.
Yeah, man.
Now, this belt's going to castrate me.
Sick of cities and chicks and all that jazz, you know. Look, I just call. Be careful. Be careful, son. Be careful. Don't get it caught in the core. I'll die, you know. Electrocute my ass. And excuse me, folks. I just mumble things. Oh! Damn, it's that tight. You cut off my hair, man. I can't sing.
How great is this?
You know, I sing from down in the gut, down shoe soles. You'll never get up here.
What was that?
Who are you talking to?
I sing from down in the gut.
Are you lonesome tonight?
Shoe soles.
Shoe soles.
Is that what it says? Shoe soles?
Sings from his shoe soles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got to hear that again. So I got to back it up. Sorry.
Cut my hair off.
All right,
son.
Sorry to keep backing this up. This is damn good tape.
Worth it.
You know, I sing from down in the gut, down shoe soles. You'll never get up here. I'll tell you a story, if you don't mind, before I do this.
All right, so he's not even doing the song yet.
He's introducing the song, and now he's going off on another tangent.
I got a guy, Chuck, who says we missed something in this tape. Chuck,
Hey, guys, how's it
Chuck, welcome to the show. What did we miss?
Okay, there's a part. See, I'm a huge Elvis fan, so I caught it. There's a part where he's talking about the studs and the Stone, and Stone wishes he was a stud. And
Yeah.
what it was is Mike Stone was Priscilla's karate instructor, and allegedly that's who she left Elvis for.
Oh, so when he's saying Stone wishes he was a stud.
Right, he's taking a shot at Mike Stone.
And at that time, was she dating Mike Stone?
Right, and in one of the books written by Elvis's bodyguards, he was really stoned one night and approached them. He wanted them to put a hit on Mike Stone.
Oh, okay.
He wanted him taken out. So
I want you to kill
right, so he's
Priscilla's boyfriend, Mike
So he's
Stone.
taking little shots at her boyfriend, even though he says everything's great between us.
Yeah, he's trying to have him killed.
Yeah, we've
Right,
had
he's
the
trying to have
story.
him killed, and he's saying, hey, Stone wishes he was a stud.
Do you remember when he called the bodyguards into the bedroom and he was holding a Thompson submachine gun? It was like an old Al Capone machine gun. He said, tonight we have to kill Mike Stone.
I want him dead. And they played along with it, but they're like, what are we going to do?
Right.
You know? But
Those poor guys.
taking little pop shots at Mike Stone.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you.
We were not able to follow that. I mean, who can follow this?
Stone was just studs. Show that ring, that son of a bitch.
So he's going to introduce the song. I know we got to do a break here, Rob, but hold on. He's going to introduce the song, but now he's getting off on another tangent.
Tight. You cut off my hair, man. I can't sing.
Because he's having his belt adjusted.
You know, I sing from down in the gut, down shoe soles. You'll never get up here. I'll tell you a story, if you don't mind, before I do this. So this little young lady right here, her name is Judy Spreckles.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
We got to stop there.
There we go.
Okay. Judy Spreckles. This is possibly
Right.
the greatest Elvis tape we've ever heard.
The man keeps on giving.
He's so effed up. This makes the tape with the freaks that carry your luggage up to the room.
Oh, absolutely.
That sounds like the Declaration of Independence.
You know how much mileage we got out of that
Yeah.
one.
Fourscore and ladies and gentlemen, this is the toughest goddamn I've ever had to.
This is a pretty goddamn song. This is the prettiest song I've ever heard. I don't like it.
Mrs. Lincoln. Stand up. Stand up right now.
Yeah, stone, stud, stone. 42.
Show him that ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, $42,000 Rolls Royce. Oh, Elvis.
Elvis.
Lovely.
Yeah, castrate me.
Come on, man.
Because I would like to sing.
Sing from my shoe soles.
I hate this goddamn song. Okay, we will continue with.
God, I got a toothache.
The best of Elvis in a second.
This is the Don and Mike Show. You're listening to Don and Mike on 100.7 The Buzz.
Now, during National Wireless Month at Radio Shack is the best time for the best deals during the biggest wireless sale of the year. Hurry to your local Radio Shack and discover our great selection.
On 100.7 The Buzz. This is the Don and Mike Show.
Elvis Presley died today at Baptist Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee. Presley was 42 years old. He parlayed a $4 visit to a recording studio into a multi-million-dollar career. He was rushed to the hospital late this afternoon, suffering from what officials say was respiratory distress. He was hospitalized several times in recent years for rest and for eye problems. His musical style and his showmanship kept teenage girls sighing and swooning in the late 1950s.
Good. Now, tone down 20% for your listening pleasure. The Don and Mike Show.
Phone number. National number 877-365-3636. And from Washington, D.C., the most powerful city in the world, 202-432-1067. Get right back to the Elvis tape. All right. Still have not heard anything from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
You're still on alert until 5 o'clock today, right?
Right. On alert today and tomorrow, both days, to be Mick Foley, Mankind's
You're number one on his list.
first lifeline. So, most likely I'll get the call unless he just goes through all the questions, doesn't need any help.
Yeah, if he blazes a trail.
Goes all the way to $1 million. All right, back to the Elvis tape. We've set it up enough. Let's just get right back to it.
So this little young lady right here, her name is Judy Spreckles.
Oh, okay, this is where we are,
And let me
right?
tell you a story about her. When I came to Hollywood, I was 20 years old. Do Love Me Tender. Her family was the Spreckles Sugar family. You've heard of those, haven't you? Yeah, well, I guess everybody has because, you know, it's a big company. She gave me four Black Star Sapphire ring that I kept up until Priscilla and I were married. And Priscilla used it as an engagement ring. This lady right here did, 20 years ago.
All the poor mooks in the audience having to applaud for this now. Keep in mind...
Here, I continue my tribute to materialism.
And keep in mind that this all started now with... I want to introduce my ex-wife, my daughter, my girlfriend.
And now this broad that probably banged me 20 years ago.
And in the middle of all of this, he was going to do the worst goddamn love song he's ever heard in his life.
Which he hasn't gotten around to yet, Jack.
Really, what you got to get to, Jack, is the fact that he starts talking about the song at the beginning, which is going to build me a mountain, is not about him, and all this to get to another song, which I guarantee you're going to enjoy.
The best Elvis tape ever.
Judy Spreckles. I don't know where she's been. She's been married, off in the hills, flying in the jets and climbing trees and all kinds of stuff. Riding horses. She's a wild woman, you know, but she did that, and she comes around once in a while to check on me. So anyway, let me tell you about this song.
Okay, back to the
It's the
song.
story of a man who's dying in a hospital. And his wife had been sitting by his bedside for 3 days and 3 nights. Somewhere on the third night, between midnight and day, she lay down beside him and dozed off to sleep softly, Glenn. Lay down beside him and dozed off to sleep. Well, he felt her when she dozed off to sleep.
Oh, my God.
And I hope you'd quit rattling the glasses till I'll tell the story, please.
Wow.
What did he just say?
Who
No
can
idea.
tell?
What did he just say? Did you figure it out, Rob?
Yeah, because I've listened to it a lot of times. I wish you'd stop rattling your glasses until I finish telling the story.
Oh.
He's talking to
really?
He's in the showroom.
people in the
Now
audience?
he's getting diva. It's
Right.
Diva Elvis.
Well, he's got to tell his story. And I want you to notice when he gets to the song, he's not singing. He's just talking through it.
Right.
All right, back it up. I want to hear him again yell at the people about rattling their glasses.
Off to sleep. And I hope you... Please. He was dying, and he felt her when she lay down beside him. And he didn't
Thought
want
she was
her
dying.
to see him pass away.
He was.
So he took his notepad from the side of the bed, and he very quietly wrote, softly, I will leave you, softly.
Now, that's
From
not, is there somebody else in the band singing? That's not Elvis singing, right?
No, that's a guy named Sherrill Nielsen. And then, so it's Elvis doing a spoken word piece. How's those tickets cost?
So I leave you. So I leave you. Softly.
Well, hell, I could be a singer if that's all it took, just saying the words.
Absolutely.
While somebody else sings them.
Long before your arms.
And he's not even doing that right.
No. Come beg me stay for one more hour. One more day.
This is like a big break for him.
He said,
Fast forward.
Yeah, that's horrible. It's horrible.
Just fast forward there. Let me know when he's done singing.
I want to hear more Gigi Spreckles.
When he's done speaking. Spoken word, Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. It's good, though. Good. Oh, it's very good. Is he about done with the song here?
He finishes up the song. Now, a lot of people will know that Elvis always takes time out, another break, to introduce the band.
Right.
And now he's recognizing, quote-unquote, famous people in his audience.
Oh,
Very
okay, good. Here we go.
no, I'm going to get him. There's a guy in the audience. I got sick one night last week, and I had a temperature of about 102. Wait a minute. Don't plug 102 temperature. No, I had a temperature. It was a flu going on in this town, and all my employees were dropping like flies. And they were in the room with me, get me dressed, and they breathed in my face and
Get me dressed.
So I caught the flu, and
Yeah, they were getting me
Get me dressed.
Wrapping
Get me
them.
out of my diaper.
Saran wrap.
They get me dressed and breathing on me.
Breathe in my face, Jack. Don't breathe in my face, Jack.
which I don't like to do. I've only missed about 6-7 nights in 19 years from illness.
You're a hero, Elvis. You the man.
To me, a germ is an enemy, and I hate the son of a bitch, and I'll fight it.
How appropriate is that today?
Hold on, back it up. Wait a minute, back it up.
Germ is the enemy.
Does he do a karate chop on the germ?
Germ is the enemy, son of a bitch. And then does he sneeze?
Or does he go...
Oh, he goes like he's shooting a gun?
Pretends to shoot.
Okay, here we go.
To me, a germ is an enemy, and I hate the son of a bitch, and I'll fight it. And that's why I went to the hospital. Once in my life.
Where was I?
And then it was only for 3 days because they had a little bronchitis, trouble in the tubes. And you know how they do in the hospital? They check you for everything in the world, man. I mean,
Yeah, man.
liver, they'll find something wrong with you. They'll create something if you ain't got it.
Colon.
That guy took a liver biopsy. You know what a liver test is? You know what to do? The doctor comes in and says, "Don't look at me." Turns your head, takes a needle this long, goes right between your ribs, pulls out a piece of your liver. I swear to God, that's it. John, you know what I'm talking about.
John.
And so I said, he said, "I don't move for 24 hours." And here I was, I guess. Damn, what did he do to me? I was okay. I was getting well, and he come in and stabbed me. I swear to God, I saw him out of the corner of my eye because I can't help it. I'm trained that way. He looked like a samurai warrior. He said,
What?
I'm trained that way.
He's so effed up.
I'm trained with my black belt, Jack.
He's so effed up.
for that needle, man, Fastest son I've ever seen in my life, boy. Anyway, when I got sick,
This is gold.
a fellow volunteered his services to come in and fill in for me. He was way up north somewhere working or getting a TV show. He does so much. He volunteered to come in and work this show for me. And now that he's been here ever since, he'll open here tomorrow night. I'd like to thank him, Bill Cosby.
Now, here's what's funny.
Wow.
Thank you, Elvis. No. Here's what's funny. Bill Cosby's not there.
Oh, really? Oh, my God.
Bill Cosby's not in the crowd.
No, where are you, buddy? What? Where's Bill? I haven't seen Bill yet. Where's Cosby? You mean after that build-up that son of a bitch left? Well, the hell with him. I won't pay him anyway. No, I'm only kidding. No, he gets 10 grand. I give him that whether he likes it or not. Just stick it up his nose.
Wow. Oh, hey, well, we had stories about that.
We've heard about that, man.
Interesting.
Man.
That son of a bitch, Cosby.
Cosby takes all his money and puts it up his nose.
There's a lady in the audience. I'd like to introduce you to her. She's been in to see my show twice before.
Wonderful.
The reason we have a mutual respect
Mutual.
is because the only way we know how to sing is from the gut out. Both of us. And you know who I'm talking about?
No, who else?
Her name is Vicky Carr.
Now she's there.
Hi, Miss Vicky.
Now she's there, right?
Right. And
Didn't he bang Vicky Carr, too, at one point?
I'm sure he did.
And I don't know if you heard her there. He's saying when she stands up again, turn around. That's his thing with the girl. Turn around, turn around.
Like
Now, what's about to happen, you need to know that on this bootleg, 2 songs before this, he sang the song It's Now or Never.
Right.
He's already done it in the concert.
So he's already sang It's Now or Never.
Okay. And I'm sure that's significant.
Turn around. There you go.
Now turn around.
Yeah. Now she's working. You're working where, honey? She's working at the Tropicana. You didn't change. It's okay. Don't make excuses to me. Sit down. No, thank you, Vicky. But anyway, did you hear It's Now or Never? Did you hear the song It's Now or Never? Oh, God, now I got to do it again. It's Now or Never. When I first saw you.
You're one of
Now,
He did it before.
You're one of the poor schmucks at this concert. He's rambling between the songs.
Right.
2 songs ago, he sang It's Now or Never.
And then he wants to do it again because it's probably one of the few he can remember.
And Vicky Carr wasn't there to hear it.
Right, and he does, I cut out the middle of the song so you don't have to listen to the whole thing, but he does a full 2.5-minute version of it, and when he starts, the idiots in the crowd clap again.
When I first saw you.
Yes. Bravo, Elvis.
Way to go, Elvis. Thanks for singing the song twice.
We just heard this, but thank you.
Damn.
He's fine.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We already done it once, but we did it again. Oh, dear.
Did you about Howie?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let me show you something for those of you who may not be too observant in our amount of miss.
You may not be too observant.
I put this on because I want your all's input on it, because I listened
All
to
right.
it 6 times, and if you're not too observant, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's all play the Say for Elvis.
All right.
Let me just, I'm not going to embarrass Kathy, but I want to show you what I was doing to her then. She was having to sing on microphone. Come here. No, I want to. So I'm singing. I do love you. Watch my left hand. With all watch my That's exactly what I was doing. She had tears in her eyes. Like that.
Was he grabbing her genitals?
Oh, Lord.
I think he was giving her the 6-pack treatment. Watch my left hand if you're not.
Is this just some broad from the audience?
No, this is Kathy Westmoreland, another one of his singers, but I have no idea
I'll
what he's
touch
doing
your
to her.
taint.
I'd like to thank my engineer, Mr. Bill Porter, who handles all this sound down here. Bill?
These poor guys had to work with Elvis.
I'd like you folks to meet my father. He's in the audience somewhere. I'd like him to stand up. Dad, where are you?
Now, is he there? Oh, yeah. Oh, the dad's there.
Daddy, come out here a minute.
Daddy?
Turn
Come
around.
out. There he is. Okay.
Hey. Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy.
All right, Daddy. Thank
My
you, Daddy.
manager, Colonel Tom Parker, where is he?
Hey, Colonel Tom.
Is the Colonel around anywhere?
He's not there either.
Oh, he's out, he's out playing roulette. Don't kid me. I know what he's doing. Him and Cosby out there talking mash and drinking trash or whatever. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you a little bit about this jewelry that I got on.
And it's really, the expression is talking trash, drinking mash.
Drinking mash.
Right.
Now, another thing, this is Elvis's, you've already heard him talking jewelry. He's at his top jewelry, of the top of the jewelry crest here. This is when, in his traveling entourage, he had a jeweler with him so he could buy jewelry 24 hours a day. So he wants to stop the show down now to talk about his jewelry.
Buying jewelry.
No, I can't think about the jewelry. Hell, these rocks. Now, this thing I got wore in the Hawaii special, and people thought it was one big stone, and it's not. It's 11.5 carat stone, which is pretty big, It's the biggest I've ever seen. And anyway, this next to Elizabeth, I think she's got the biggest one. I think you're right. And that's the biggest diamond, too.
God damn. Was that another mention about the stone guy?
No,
I think he's talking about Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, I know, but he said like the biggest stone.
Oh, really?
No, I don't think he's that clever. I think
Okay,
he's just
all right.
talking rings.
Red boy. This thing here I had designed for the stage. It's got all different shapes of diamonds, pear shape, square shape, ball, whatever. So the stage. This I got tonight for you.
Tonight.
Yeah, really. I got it. Just got it tonight, just like I got the suit, closing. And the reason I'm telling you this, because I think you ought to know it, you helped pay for. Good night.
And he's supposed to say you have paid for it. You have paid for.
You have paid for. Good night.
That's the end of the show? That's it.
Good show.
So wait a minute. He ends the show by showing them his jewelry.
Saying
His
you have paid for it.
His 11.5 carat diamond ring saying,
And saying he said you have paid for.
you have paid for it.
Good night.
Good night.
Why?
And also, very little singing on his behalf in this,
Right.
in this song. This is
Well, there he goes. That's the latest we have, everybody.
Good.
Bravo, Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Rambling, stumbling, bumbling, mumbling.
Jack.
Worth it. You pay for it. This was jewelry.
Elvis Aaron Presley.
You pay for it.
Still giving, man.
Turn around.
Turn around, Daddy.
Miss Vicky Carr.
Where's Bill Cosby?
Cosby, son of a bitch.
Yeah, man.
I'm $10,000 up his nose.
Colonel Tom Parker.
All right, Elvis, he keeps giving. God damn it, he keeps giving.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
Yeah.
He made it up.
And Elvis gives me an ice cream headache every time he does.
Yeah, towards the end it does get to you.
You paid for it. Buzz, what is the lead story tonight?
Well, coming up later, Larry Hagman on acid, but our top story this afternoon, the vice president sees his shadow.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, right. I get it, Buzz, because he went to New York.
Yes.
He left his hiding place.
Yeah.
Okay, stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
For news and comments.
News and comments
Coming
coming
up on the Don and Mike Show.
You paid for it. That was very...
That's professional, Jack.
This is the Don and Mike Show. This is Don and Mike on 100.7 The Buzz.
P. Ricey Outfitters, I'm Tina. How can I help you?
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
Live from the Pegasus, the Don and Mike Show.
Oh, thank you, sweet Jesus. I just realized, because the baseball's on and stuff, there's a football game on tonight.
There's a game on tonight.
Yeah, there's not a Sunday night game on because they're going to be playing baseball on Sunday night.
Who's playing tonight?
Both teams would suck my D. It's Buffalo and Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I'll watch it, though.
I know you will.
I'll watch it. I'll watch the whole goddamn thing. Still no Lifeline news from Mick Foley and Mankind from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
You never know.
We're going to be bowling next Wednesday night. The 0-2 Gutterballs take on the Job Squad.
Yeah, in Jersey.
Next Wednesday night, we'll be at the Jersey Lanes in Linden, New Jersey. They're located at 30 Park Avenue. We'll see you there. Tomorrow on the show, Dennis Murphy will be discussing his porno shoot.
Ooh.
Saturday, he's making his porno movie.
Wow. That's right.
Also tomorrow on the show, brand new low-budget Jeopardy for you.
Yay.
Chuck Stossel, the Love Muscle. I promise we'll make lots of 4-hour club calls tomorrow.
Good.
And when we pick the pros till they scab and bleed tomorrow, everybody's favorite hayseed, Lil Abner, Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw.
Fox NFL Sunday. He'll be discussing his many divorces and the fact that Howie Long is not allowed to look at Jillian Barberie.
Fascinating.
During Fox NFL Sunday show.
Right. Very good.
All of that tomorrow. Now here with news is Buzz Burbank with today's headlines. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. Vice President Cheney came out of seclusion today. He's kept a low profile in recent weeks. He was taken to a bunker beneath the White House right after the September 11th attacks. Since then, he's been at another secure location for security reasons. Today, the vice president gets his first look at the wreckage of New York's World Trade Center. His view will be much different than the one the president saw 3 days after the attack. Since then, workers have removed, are you ready for this, nearly 340,000 tons of debris. And today, a skyscraper across the street opened, signaling the rebirth of the city's financial district. A truckload of hazardous materials has vanished from Morris County, New Jersey. Now a nationwide alert is out for the tractor trailer filled with fertilizer and pesticide. Pesticide, of course, is poison. Fertilizer, a common ingredient in homemade explosives. The truck was stolen Tuesday from Parsippany. At the time, it had hazmat placards, the word Penske on the side of its yellow cab, and the word Rockland on the side of the white trailer.
Christ.
This is good smoke.
Christ, what is wrong with people?
Now,
Honest to God. And, how do they... I don't understand how trucks that carry that kind of stuff
are so easily stolen.
Yes.
Good question. Fair question.
Dumbasses.
No answer.
DAs.
Super DAs.
You bought it.
Now a CBS employee who works for Dan Rather is infected with anthrax. It's not clear yet how she got it, but that means all three of the biggest commercial networks have gotten the bacteria.
Now, CBS had been waiting.
The woman at CBS reportedly feels fine. She has the skin type, which is the kind Tom Brokaw's assistant got.
Because tonight, Dan Rather can go on and milk that the way that Brokaw was able to go on and milk that.
Dan Rather, CBS News. Oh, dear.
Yeah, he'll be able to talk about how brave he is.
Dan's already had a news conference this afternoon. He met with reporters from other networks.
I don't want to let you know too much about tomorrow's show, but we might be having an exclusive interview here with Dan Rather on tomorrow's show.
Dan Rather, CBS News. Dear.
Courage. And we've just received word this afternoon that a postal worker in Trenton, New Jersey has contracted anthrax. The worker may have handled the anthrax letters sent to Tom Brokaw and Tom Daschle. A second Trenton postal worker is also being tested for exposure. That post office has been shut down, even though it normally handles mail from 46 post offices throughout central New Jersey.
Our salute to postal workers everywhere. You got to keep in mind, though, with this anthrax thing, with guys like Buzz, and I'm going to lump you with the rest of them, Buzz.
Okay.
Guys like Buzz who get on and say, another guy's infected with anthrax, another guy's, another guy's got the anthrax. All these people generally, they take the...
They prove to be okay.
The antibiotics.
Oh, yeah.
And they're okay.
Absolutely. There has been one fatality, and we should point out that was the very first case. That's before we knew how to handle this.
And the only fatality, as a matter of fact, and I have more good news about that, but the feds are now offering $1 million reward.
Well, you'll push that to the back of the news.
No, it's coming up next, but I want to tell you first that they're now offering $1 million reward for whoever turns in the people mailing the anthrax.
Oh, well then.
Rob Spiewak.
In the cases,
where's my $1 million?
Come on, send him in.
In the cases involving the more sophisticated anthrax, the kind with spores small enough to enter the lungs, government officials suspect Iraq, which bought some of the former Soviet Union's old biological warfare equipment. In the past 18 days, though, officials have answered more than 3,300 reports of bioterrorist threats. Every report is investigated, but most have proved to be hoaxes.
That's something I saw, I think, on maybe the Fox News channel, where, and the part of this is ridiculous, they've got one of them 3D maps of the world.
Right.
And they're drawing like John Madden does with a telestrator, okay? Where they're showing you where Pakistan is and Afghanistan.
Right.
And then they're going they're showing you that, South Korea has some biological weapons, and then they circle North Korea, and then the globe spins, and you see Russia. Real big up there, Russia.
Huge.
And they draw a circle around where it says on the map, Russia. I mean, it says Russia, but they draw a circle around it. And here's the point that they're making. What they say is, Russia's got all of these biological weapons, these weapons of mass destruction. They've signed a treaty with us to destroy them.
Right.
But because their economy is in such a bad state of affairs, they're like having a going out of business sale.
Sell them.
So in essence, what they're doing is, attention, comrades.
We've got special deal for you on all sorts of bioterrorism stuff.
Anthrax. Our prices are insane.
You get cash. We get the thing for you to steal.
I'm Crazy Ivan.
And I am Bunko Boris. I
mean, it's really effed up.
Yeah, it's not
Well,
good.
yeah, it's because after the Cold War, Russia stopped protecting, its labs that had this kind of
And
stuff.
they ran out of money.
So now they're selling this stuff. Travis, hi.
How are you?
Hey.
Hey, Buzz.
Yeah,
Is there anything else in the news besides anthrax that you could inform us on?
absolutely.
You know, that was,
What?
with no offense to Buzz, that's exactly the point I was making to everybody on the news. It's the anthrax.
I'm tired of it.
I understand that, and I'm tired of it too, but wouldn't you be equally upset with me if I didn't tell you anything about it, if I withheld information from you?
Well, unless there was something I think I know what this dude's talking about. Unless there's something major. I mean, unless someone's dead or something.
Well, I thought you'd be pleased to know that 4 people are now facing federal charges for making false threats. That the
I'd rather have the people in custody making the real threats.
That the anthrax found in the Manhattan office of New York's governor was tracked in by the police. It didn't come in a letter.
Anthrax is nothing, though. It's like sending poison.
Wait, that is a
all the
huge story.
cures that we have.
All right.
Yeah.
That is a huge story. It was tracked in by the cops.
80 of George Pataki's staffers went home in a panic yesterday after tests at the office turned up positive. At first, they thought the bacteria had arrived in a suspicious letter, but the letter tested negative. The shoes of the police who had been at NBC and ABC first tested positive.
Oh, we're sorry.
And I got to talk about the lawmakers.
You are incredible.
Before we go to break, the anthrax found on Capitol Hill was found in the office of a senator, but the Senate stayed open for business. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives, a half mile away, put its collective tail between its legs and ran, even though no anthrax was found in any of its offices. The Senate wanted to show the world's not such a dangerous place, that we should follow the president's advice about going on with our lives. The House, meanwhile, sent a message of cowardice. The lawmakers' medical expert says the House leaders are overreacting and blowing the issue out of proportion, and today, the tests are back on hundreds of the people they tested on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
All negative. No anthrax.
There you go.
None. The House has gone home. Goodbye.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, they're coming back like Tuesday, right?
Yeah, next Tuesday they'll be back.
Pussies. This is what a big 5-day week.
Need a little time off.
Yeah, really. Well, they were supposed to, before everything happened, they were supposed to be recessed now anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get more vacation time than we do.
They do.
Christ, and I thought we had the record once Johnny Carson retired.
Yeah, but we do more good.
Yeah, we goddamn right we do.
And that's the end of the anthrax news. Everything else is different.
Oh well.
Transition music.
Yeah, let's do one non-anthrax story before we got a break here. Buzz.
We hit a good target yesterday in our 10th day of bombing in Afghanistan. We hit the Taliban's Ministry of Vice and Virtue. They're the punks who beat women in public for the dastardly crime of wearing nail polish or walking outdoors without a male relative. They're the freaks who force men to wear beards of a certain length. They're the evil force behind the ban on movies and television. Having wiped out most of the military buildings in Afghanistan, U.S. pilots are now going after clusters of Taliban troops on the ground, especially along the front lines of the Taliban's battle against the Afghans who have dared to rebel.
And still keep their edge.
All right, well, thank you, Buzz.
You bet.
We got a break. We'll come back with the rest of the newscast.
Yeah.
Anthrax free.
Anthrax
Yay.
free.
Be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show. You're listening to Don and Mike on 100.7 The Buzz.
Fully naked guy. Your smelly cat.
Smelly cat.
Your holiday armadillo. Well, we got him right here. Friends has a new address. TDS Super...
She's going number 2.
Come on.
She's going to take a dump.
Girls don't do that. What are you talking about?
And there's a certain amount of men in our audience.
Oh, yeah.
Who want to... I'm talking to you Blumpkin lovers out there. I just want to let you know that the lovely and competent Lisa Herndon is about to go put her beautiful ass...
There's a segment of the audience you have made their afternoon.
I think I'm going to wait about 20 minutes now, so guys won't be thinking about it anymore.
Wait a minute. Rob Spiewak has something to contribute.
Ladies and gentlemen, just imagine the divine squattery about to take place.
Oh, God.
But she brings it on herself by making the announcement.
You know what? She comes in here and she tells us, I'm going number 2.
No,
You know,
I did. Oh, gosh. No,
You know when I said you've made the audience, certain audience members, you also made his day.
Yeah.
Well, because I love to see her go through it. It's very funny.
That's funny.
Funny.
Well, you shouldn't tell us. Shouldn't tell us. But
Sorry.
guys, think about it right now. Mm-hmm. That's what she's going to go do. Go ahead. Let's time you.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait till I get to the door.
Okay, ready?
All right, there she goes.
And Mark. All right, come back when you're done. Come back when you're done. Oh, no, nothing like that.
No.
Nothing like that from Lisa. And the clock is rolling on Lisa's dump.
Very good.
Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike. Sometimes the short stories are the best. One sentence from the Associated Press. Defense sources say U.S. Special Forces are in place and ready for any search and destroy missions ordered against Osama bin Laden and his Taliban allies. That's how far we've come.
Oh. Hold on, I got a guy on Capitol Hill. Weren't we just talking about Capitol Hill a second
Yeah, we
ago?
were talking about Capitol Hill, yeah.
Is he one of the pussies?
The House, well, it could be the Senate or the House on Capitol Hill.
Chris.
Yeah, Don, Mike.
Hi, Chris.
Mr. Millwood.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good to hear it, bud. Hey, I work on Capitol Hill, and we're not in today.
Yeah.
And that's because the Senate also closed their doors. It's only the senators there meeting for a while, and they won't even let any staffers in.
Yeah, but the Senate is at least still in session, whereas the 435 House members have gone home to their home district.
Well, Buzz, though, how brave are those senators if they're not opening their own mail?
Well, they never open their own mail, do they?
Well, no, but they claim to be brave, but
wait, you're arguing a point.
Of body
Wait.
The Senate has
Senate
not
is still in session.
Yes, and has not claimed to be brave.
What's that?
The Senate is in session and has not made the claim that they are brave.
No, but they said they're not going to be thwarted by this evil terror.
Yes.
But at the same time, they're allowing all of their body shields, called staff, to continue to open their
Hold
mail.
on, excuse me, let me break in. And
Wow.
And his grandma.
Hey, listen to this. That's my skull, Jeannie. I'm so wasted.
Hagman says he also did pot and mushrooms, all while he was making...
Where are my shrooms, Jeannie?
I dream of Jeannie.
Jeannie, my shrooms around here, Jeannie? Oh, man, pictures of the rainbow. Look at that, multicolor.
The University of South Carolina will keep its nickname the Fighting Gamecocks.
Hey, the Gamecocks, Jeannie.
The school's president had been asked to change the nickname, not by the prudish, but by animal rights activists.
Go Cox.
Gamecock is a rooster trained and prepped to maim and kill other roosters in the name of gambling.
Angry cocks.
Especially if you feed it shrooms, Jeannie.
The practice is considered so barbaric it's illegal in most states. In fact, even in South Carolina, cockfighting's been illegal since 1887.
You know, last night we got that compliment when we were actually bowling. You know, because we were so feisty and we were putting up such a good fight. A lot of the people on the other side of the aisle said, we are really Gamecocks.
Or cocksure.
The school's president says the nickname stays. In sports, the Yankees and Mariners play Game 2 of the American League Championship Series tonight. The Yanks won Game 1. Jaromir Jagr is getting a 5-year contract extension worth nearly $60 million from the Washington Capitals.
safe.
The new deal would make the 4-time scoring champ, I think I do, the NHL's highest-paid player. The New York Islanders host the Carolina Hurricanes tonight. The Isles beat the Canes last night 4-0. It was their 5th straight victory on the road. The first-place Islanders posted a league-low 21 wins last season. And Chris Wenke's status is up in the air. The Carolina Panthers quarterback sat out yesterday's workout because of a thigh injury.
That is the official best name in the NFL. Hey, show me your Wenke.
Wenke's.
Chris Winky.
The Panthers aren't sure whether Wenke will be able to play Sunday against Washington.
Okay, let's do it down and out on 2. It's Chris Winky from the Carolina Panthers.
Show us your Wenke.
And finally...
Okay, we're gonna go on 69, okay? Down, fat. Where's my center, Matt Elliott?
Holy Wenke.
It's a perfect lead-in for the last story. America's first bank for gays and lesbians is going out of business.
You can only make deposits. No withdrawals.
G&L Bank out of Pensacola, Florida, shutting down its website January 3rd unless the former bank president buys it.
I'm a Wenke watcher.
The
penalty for early withdrawal.
The bank says the slumping economy and the challenges of the internet are to blame, but managers say, don't worry, all the deposits are insured.
Ew.
I'm Buzz Burbank on the Don and Mike Show.
Sorry, we're out of time. Bank, instead of a bank vault, they got some guy's ass.
Right.
So you want to make a deposit.
They're safe there.
You got to put a rubber glove on. All right, listen, thank you to Stacy Kibble. No, I'm getting it wrong.
Keebler.
Stacy Keebler from WCW, WWF, and WWF No Mercy pay-per-view this